All right, greetings. We're playing. So this is Wednesday. This is our floating night. We've decided, I've decided, oh, okay, we can play whatever we want here. Um, and an EU5 came out. Europa Universalis 5 came out. I'm a big fan of EU4 and EU3 before it. It is right? It is probably one of the more EU4 was probably one of the more complete. Hey, what's up, Dustin? County of Holland playthrough. Oh, interesting. Um, Definitely a complete, one of their most complete games, I would argue. Right? Um, I think so. North or South Holland. So the question here is, how does EU5 stack up to EU4? Um, hey, what's up, Nutmeg? And it is fairly complicated. I've played a couple hours just to get used to where everything is and sort of vaguely understand where everything is. It is, it's interesting to say the least. Let's see how this goes. So we're going to start a new game. It has recommended countries. I mean, I sure. How much of the last game's in here already? Quite a bit, actually. So I do worry though that I'm sort of boring when it comes to this games. I always pick, when I start one of these, I pick a small out of the way country that is not going to have to say deal with exploration of the new world and colonization. Like, I always play something, I go, I'm not going to explore anywhere. I just want to focus on right, just the basics of economy and the basics of warfare and so on. That's what I would like to do tonight. So I'm probably not going to deal with, say, Castile or Portugal. I was, so right. So sort of just trying to pick something that's a little less of that. I was thinking, so we could go all the way and sort of really be out of the way and pick something like Manjung, Morocco again. Unify Ethiopia. Where is Ethiopia? We could be the Ethiopian Empire. We could be Alodia. And we'll definitely let's play Alodia. How's that? We'll play. I have no idea. They have no Philippines. You could go Philippines. Like I said, if I was gonna play, I would play Manjung. If I was gonna play in this region, Southeast Asia, I think I'd play here. Play a country with a lot of detail. Well, again, that really depends, right? So none of these have events or anything. None of the countries I'm going to pick have a ton of unique bits, to be quite honest with you. And primarily that's because let's go let's go Alodia. We'll see if we can't tame this little mess here. So that's what we're gonna play as. Mercuria is gonna be a pain in the ass. Daiju probably not as much. These little guys next to us probably not as much. The Ethiopian Empire probably will be a disaster. Is the Jew maybe? Keep in mind that this starts earlier than the last one. This starts earlier than the last one, and so I don't know what the state of anything is in. There's Dobie A here. But the primary religion is Miaphysitism. Miaphysitism. I have no idea how to pronounce that. We're going to play as Elodia. Sure. Done. We flattened the map out. I've made so all these, the words always appear because I hate not knowing, because I don't know what any of the county names are or whatever. And this isn't a tutorial. Like, we'll be learning the game, but we'll sort of be learning it mostly together. I don't know enough to teach you anything, but I have played for like a couple hours, so I have just enough to navigate around. So we have Soba. Soba's our capital. T. One of the main things is control. Control tells you how much your country, your capital controls that particular county, as it were, and it radiates out, blocked by like mountains and so on. Right? There's different rules for how you can build roads. You can go along coastlines if you have the naval power, etc. Right? So control is very important because it pretty much just cuts everything. Like, if you have zero control, you're not getting any tax out of that province, and etc. So we're going to have 100% in the capital, and you'll see we have a small, what do you want to say, stronghold of support here, and then it radiates out and gets crappier and crappier. We don't have anything amazing here, but we do have ivory. That's probably a good thing to start thinking about early. No gold nearby, which sort of sucks. The nearest gold is way down here, I believe. Is there any? Oh, no. I'm sorry. The nearest gold is right over there. Hold the hell on. In Mercuria. Well, now. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting, that is. We could use a gold province. So maybe that's an early thing to consider there. So first thing to do, we're going to do all the before we unpause sort of things. So this, and I said, this one is very detailed from what I understand. So you have populations, like very much like Victoria. You have pops. Release beta Israel. You have pops. Each pop has certain needs, and you are producing those needs or you're not. They get less happy if you're not producing the needs, and so on. I'm not super worried about this because I'm not going to have that much power to do anything about it right off the bat. But just note that there is, we're missing beer and furniture and horses, right? There's a few things that they want that we're not yet producing. We could be targeted in a jihad. That sort of sucks, but such is life. Our king is unmarried, and we don't have anything within our diplomatic range to marry him to a noble. So we will probably ultimately marry a lowborn to get a kid out the door here if we can. And then we have some buildings. Well, no, we're minting. It sucks because we don't have any gold. There you go. So those are warnings. These are all warnings to the left here. Here we get our first research, and you have essentially research, and you actually have a tree. This just shows you the, what do you want to say? The nodes on the tree that are close, that are available right now. I'm going to pick nomadic tendencies because proximity cost is -5%. What that means is that our control will spread 5% faster. So nomadic tendency is going to be my first thing in queue. And then monthly legitimacy will be my second thing in queue, because that's legitimacy and stability are two scores that then give us bonuses if they're high, and they take away if they're low. So we're going to want to watch stability and legitimacy absolutely at first. Possible cabinet action. So we have a cabinet. So the one thing they've totally gotten rid of in EU4, you essentially hired cabinet ministers, and your leader had a score in administrative diplomacy and warfare, and you would then earn mana essentially in those three categories, and then spend that currency. They've gotten rid of that entirely. You still have the scores, now based from 1 to 100. You can see them right here on the left. Under my dude's name there, I have 100 diplomacy. I'm very much a diplomatic genius. I'm sure much like in real life. But we have 2 cabinet seats. That'll go up over time. And these guys are going to go do things for us. So let's... I think early on, we're going to do pretty simple things here. We're going to do... I would love extra stability and extra legitimacy. So strengthen government and stabilize the country. Let's look at stabilize the country first. And then we want to appoint a guy, and this is warfare. So we want to appoint a dude that has a decent warfare score. And this guy has a really good warfare score of 98. So he's going to be our first cabinet pick. And then he's going to push this up by, 8%, 0.08, essentially, 800ths. This dude is going to... I think we're going to do legitimacy, even though it's a little bit redundant. But we want to push those up as high as possible, as quickly as possible, and we'll pick the second best guy to do that one. So there's our 2 dudes there. You can see on the upper right, the outliner. Hopefully you can read that. We're stabilizing the country, and that's going to push these 2 scores up over time. Diplomats, we're max diplomats, so we can start work. We're going to... I am going to... I'm going to leave my diplomats for now. Let's balance the budget. So we'll look at our budget here. And we're going to see all of our income on the left, and we're going to see our expenses on the right. We're currently making $4.50 a month, which is pretty good by beginning EU standards, actually. So that's great. I'm going to drop my fort maintenance down to 0.7. So that's going to give me another, whatever, 0.7 bucks. But I'm going to raise my stability spending. Ooh, we got to be careful. That's a lot of... Oh no, I can't play at 1.5. What? And I'm going to raise cost of the court to max also. So that's going to give me my legitimacy and stability and push that up. But that's expensive. So that sucks a little bit. So we'll think about that over time, how we want that to go. But these things are... Play the vid. Oh. They're important because essentially stability means less rebels, right? It means happier populations. And then legitimacy means higher crown power, and we'll talk about that in a bit. We can also tax our populace, which is what's going on here. I'm going to keep that to about where it is. The last thing we can do is mint. We can mint coins. And the more we mint, the more inflation is going to go up. And so see right there, we're now generating inflation. And here we're not generating inflation. So I'm gonna take the 0.6 bucks and just be on the cusp of not of generating inflation. Similarly, we can tax our commoners more, but as you see, their little happiness number there goes up or down based on how much we're taxing them. You would like them to be about above 50% if possible. Done. So we're going to make about $3 a month. Our government, we're going to go to estates. So this isn't terrible. So we start with 28 crown power. Crown power has a lot of like that is literally how much power you have versus all of the various nobles and commoners and burghers. So this replaces estates of EU4. And we want this to be as high as possible because then all these bonuses go up, including the ability to tax folks and our income from trade and our income from and the, you know, how well our cabinet does. Everything stems out of crown power. We're going to push this up as high as possible. We have 2 reform slots. We're going to do 2 reforms. The first one, because we just said we want our crown power as high as possible, is going to be autocracy. And that will take time to go. It starts at 10% and will go up slowly. And then that reform will be, everybody gets a burger. That reform will then be passed, you know, once it reaches 100. So everything ticks up. We do have one more reform that we can pass. And oh, I do wonder what I want to do with it there. Feudal nobility will give us, the nobles will be happier, and loyalty of subjects. So for instance, if we conquer a bunch of these territories and decide to release them as subjects, they will be happier. Maybe that's a good one. Trade office network gives us foreign buildings costs, which I don't know what we're not going to build anything in another country as of yet. Diplomatic and trade range, though, might be helpful. Diplomatic traditions will frankly give us a little bit more pull with other nations. Maybe that's something we want. If we're going to form a coalition against Mercuria here, it might be helpful to get the minor tribe of Daiju and maybe Ethiopia on our side. So I'm picking between or just more food production, done. And more food production, as you can see here, we are selling food for $2. It is the majority of our income right now. In terms of, I should say, it is our profit is coming from selling food. So plus 20% would theoretically up that by about 0.4, you know, 0.4 and some odd change bucks. This loyalty of subjects, you mean? No, loyalty of subjects would be if you vassalize these guys, then how willing they are to join your wars, how willing they are to not rebel, that kind of thing, right? I don't think loyalty of subjects directly translates into crown power. Legitimacy does, as you can see right there on the top. Crown power plus 7%. And don't think stability does, but stability, I mean, this is a giant spreadsheet game. It's amazing. I love it. Okay. So I think for now, I do think one more government reform. I think my reform is going to be like I said, I think we're misread. Okay. Of course, the nice thing is you can literally come here and you can do the tooltip thing that you can in more recent Paradox games. I think trade office network is out. It's either feudal nobility because we plan to take some of these guys, agriculture for the little bit of money. I like food. I'm leaning that way too. The diplomatic might be good, like I said, to just get folks on our side quickly. But let's do agriculture for now. That won't appear, though, until that ticks all the way up. Couple things. We have rivals. I definitely think the Sultanate of Mercuria is going to be a rival. We need to pick 3, which sort of sucks. We're going to pick Yemen as a rival. And someone far enough away that we're not going to deal with them just yet. And then finally, we have a bunch of laws which have no policies. So each of these... So for instance, we have cultural traditions. Do we want a civil society or a martial society? Army tradition is going to make our armies better. Civil society is going to give us a little bit of a tax base. And then they move... there are national values which go on a left-right scale, which we can go look at those in a bit. I say martial society for now. Feudal de jure laws. I'm gonna say by blood, and that will allow us to integrate quicker if we take something over, i.e. someone's gold territory. And then our court. I like legislative efficiency gets this stuff ticked a little faster. I think we're going to go aristocratic court, though, for a little bit more. Get those nobles liking us a tiny bit better. We have any other ones? Oh, education of the masses. Well, I say we go religious teachings, and that gives everybody some literacy. That's going to up our research, by the way. Like, literacy good for research. Oh, role of the patriarchate. We're just going to do state patriarchy, which is monthly religious influence. Done. And we've all of our laws are now set. And then we do have, okay, and then I like a cheap court. Funny, very funny. So first thing is first. So let's make the Ethiopians. So we're going to spend 1 diplomat. So diplomats now are a thing you buy with money over time. And then you burn them by doing diplomatic action. So we start with 5. We're going to get the Egyptians, hopefully, to like us. And you'll see that we're doing the diplomacies right there on the outliner. I do want, so we're going to put the Sultanate on our outliner, so you can just mark anything you want and it goes in the outliner there. The other thing we're going to do is build a spy network in Mercuria. We might be friendly toward some of these guys. These guys don't like us. This guy does. I think we're going to take the one guy who likes us. And we're going to improve his opinion of us. Done. And 0.3, a third of a diplomat a month is okay. Good enough. And I think that's it. I think I think we are actually going to let this run for a tiny bit. And so we will start. No, we got declared by Daju and Marcuria and Ethiopia. So we got 3 rivals. They all are like, no, you're our rival, pal. Well, damn. We have a little bit of rebellion action going on. Sultanate of Yemen. We expected that. I'm hoping to get now the game does not run as fast as other EU4 did. A little slower. You'll notice it actually goes by hour, which doesn't matter until you fight, essentially. Our ruler, he's been acting strangely. Diplomat. Oh, geez. Military insanity for. Oh God, that sucks. A little bit of stability hit already. Don't love it, but I do want to get you married off, though. I'm gonna wait until... Okay, oh, we got a baby. Suddenly, something startles the animal, and before the king has time to fire, it's long gone. He looks around. The water in the small creek reflects the sunlight of a perfect day. The reeds wave slowly before a light breeze. Is that laughter? He realizes now what had startled the animal. In a cradle, floating among the reeds, lies a laughing little boy. Ugh. Lowborns equal more fun. That's funny. Where did that deer go? So we can either let the kid die. Oh my God. We're letting him die. We either let him die and get 5 cash, blood boy, or adopt him as our own, but we lose 10 legitimacy. What does adopted a child of the reeds? Monthly legitimacy is going to drop for 5 years. Oh. Is this a weird legendary baby? Is that what we're getting? I don't like to drop my legitimacy, but we're adopting it as our own. Done. All right, let me pause now for a second. So we did lose legitimacy, which is going to drop our crown power, which is going to, right? My gal says, let the kid go. Your gal's like, let him drown. True story. We're not going to marry a lowborn then just yet, because that would drop our legitimacy another 10. We're going to sit on that. It's not hurting us yet much, so that's fine. So a couple things. We are missing for some buildings we have. So, a homegrown blood boy. So here's the thing. So what's interesting about this game, and also worries me about this game, to be quite honest, is that it mixes things from CK, Crusader Kings, Victoria, Imperator Rome, and EU. You know, you get more personal events, and the leaders are more detailed than in EU previous. You have supply chain and the markets and the production chains of Victoria. So, for instance, you know, if we go to Soba here, we have buildings. We have a tools, we're producing tools, weapons. Tailor's Guild is producing fine cloth, a potter's guild, etc. Some of these buildings are lacking materials, and that's where you go to the markets to buy them, or we would have to build what they call RGOs, essentially resource buildings, out in the boonies to produce the raw goods that are going to make this. What we're going to do is I am going to So if we right click on one of these, we can see what buildings we can build. You can see we can build a tailor's guild. We can build a marketplace. Now, I don't know what the... I have no idea what the, what that little... We already have a marketplace. We could up the marketplace, but we don't have enough masonry. So I wonder if it might behoove us to pound out another mason build, right? And then your pops will go work there and so on. So it's... Or we could go to the various buildings here. We could do a market village. And then a market village is going to give us a tiny bit of trade capacity. But I think we're gonna, if we do that, we're gonna do that in Branco because oh no, we're gonna do it in Kerry because we have the best control here. So I say we're gonna build a market village for 50 bucks. And maybe we also build one here. And my goal in doing that is to get a little bit more trade capacity so we can, so our merchants can buy the things we need for the buildings. We'll go back to the normal thing there. How many spies do we have in? We have 10 spies. Once we get 20 spies, we can start thinking about a Casus Belli against Marcuria here. We could form a defensive league with Alabuab. They won't do an alliance as of yet, though. And they desire our land. Let's form a defensive league. In case they're attacked, we can join in. In case we're attacked, right? And then the only other thing is, I am going to do trades. I'm just going to let it mostly run the trade. Yeah, market automate. Well, we don't have anything to automate yet, so what? And once we get these market villages up, we'll have a tiny bit of trade power. And that tiny bit of trade power will bring in some goods. All right, so let's tick up all of our items here. Just gonna let it run for a bit until we get the 20 spies here. So 6 more months. It's a good beer drinking game because you can sit and drink in between. Oh, we have an unhappy estate. God damn it. Who is unhappy? Which one of you? The burger satisfaction is down, and it is down. Now, they don't have a lot of power, so I'm not super concerned. You'll see they each have an equilibrium number, and they trend toward that number. We could up that by giving them things. That's going to lower our crown power, typically, though. The other thing I'm wondering... Yeah, you'll see that each of these gives them... Not making burgers like you used to. Good smash burger. Let's take a quick look here. Let's take a quick look. I mean, we're not even taxing them that much, but we're just gonna... Let's tick those both. Oh, geez. Okay. So now they're ticking back up. and 18. So they want to, so our defensive partner here, I'm going to vote for a possible defense is fine. So we'll be called into their wars, essentially, if they're attacked, not their offensive wars. So the nobility and burghers have decided to reward us. We can either take 10 prestige or put it into the treasury, 24 bucks. That's not a ton. And bacon. That's not a ton, but it's like 20 months of earnings at this rate. So okay, so we've got our spies. Let's create we need a diplomat. God damn it. Okay. So let's up our diplo spending here. It's not great, but just so we have one to spend. All right. And let's create a casus belli. And we'll do, it'll be religious war. So we're going to start that process. That takes forever. And I think we want to take, what is this? Kordofan? I think that's where, hold on, let's make sure. Yeah. Create casus belli, religious war. And we want Kordofan. Unfortunately, that's going to take X amount of... So a lot of things just take time. You're just going to have to sit on it, and it just takes time. Done. That's fine. But I think we're going to also have to up our diplo spending again. Let's up it to the max to generate, because we're going to need, I'm going to need to obviously declare war. That's going to cost me a diplomat, blah, 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 right? So it's going to take 20 months or something to generate. Oop, uh-oh. Food stockpile is going to run out in the following markets. God damn it. Why is that? Research nomadic tendencies. I assume our control is up a little bit then, or at least it will go up. Not good, we need food. No kidding, what the hell happened to my food? I really should create my own market, almost. So there's an Axum market, I think. What are the markets? Yeah, so we have the Axum and Dongolam markets. We're sort of split between them, which is never, in my opinion, a good scene. Ideally, and it'd be nice to control one of those markets, and we don't, obviously. I'm going to stop building a spy network there. And we're going to start building a spy network. Oh, it's hi, Michael. How are you? It's Europa Universalis 5. So the nice thing is our buildings have greatly reduced their amount of things they need to produce, so that's nice. And we have a parliament possible. Ooh, Skippy. Interesting. God, I hate to waste all that. Hate to waste all that crap. So we're going to call Parliament. You'll see all the things the Parliament might want to do, right? So they're going to come in and debate one of these things. Expand a gravel road network. Increase ties to neighbors. It also has different groups are backing these, and that's what the little plus is. Different groups are backing those topics. But calling Parliament is also one of the quickest ways to be able to change laws that you don't like, and it's one of the quickest ways to get a quick cause for war. Otherwise, it's going to take a while. Monthly progress is 4%. So it's going to take us a few months. Let's do this. Let me just look right now. If we declared war today, oh, it would say you could lose this war. Because we are balanced with these guys, and they have... We are slightly weaker than them right now. So that's a little depressing, actually, to be honest. Yeah, they are not our buddies, unfortunately. We're scoping for allies, and there are none. Okay. That's a temporary setback. It is a temporary setback. That's all. Let's take a look at these guys to our right. Yeah, we are definitely stronger than Baklin and Bazine. Now, neither of these guys is quite as intriguing. They have 1,700. They have 500 levies. Not a lot of levies at all. And again, I would love to... Still not going to join me, though. They'd have to pay to maintain the relation. They desire our land. They sort of suck, is what you're saying. Okay. How many levies do you have? 1,200. Okay. So the question is, I suppose we could try to get a Casus Belli on these guys, one of these guys, And then who is, oh, that's the Egyptians. Let's stop. We're gonna stop that. We're gonna need a diplomat or two. All right. We can call Parliament, of course. Okay. Let's call Parliament in Soba. Let's talk about the gravel road. Fine. Now they'll debate that. Or we can come here and go, hey guys, what we really would like to talk about would be... The other thing you could do is ask for larger levies, but that's going to kill the parliament for like another, I don't know, some god-awful number of months. Instead, I'm going to say we fabricate on back Lynn here. Right there. So we're going to fabricate a cause for war against our eastern neighbor there. And then let's declare. Now, I might lose this. Like, let's understand something. I might lose this game because I don't know what I'm doing exactly. Let's declare. And the war goal is the approved claims on the province. Done. Okay, and there we go. We have declared. So, because we're still in sort of the medieval time period, the vast majority of our army, in fact, all of our army, is going to be peasant levies at the moment. So we go here. Let's raise those levies. And we will try to grab... sure. I will grab them everywhere but here. I don't want them to be right on the border. That'll be most of our levies anyway. They're going to raise fairly quickly. All right. And let's gather them somewhere. And we got a ton of armies there. I want these all to merge to the strongest unit. And we're going to put someone in charge. We're not going to put our boss in charge. I'm gonna put this guy. It sort of sucks a little bit. That didn't go. Okay, hold on. You. We cannot put him. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Okay, okay. Can we train a general? There we go. Captain Arbab Soba. Oh, he stinks. How about this guy? 45. At least he's not quite the worst there. So we're gonna march. And now I think we're gonna have to go in. Let's see. This will make our... Commoners are moving out and into Soba. Oh. I do want centralization. I don't like that. And so now they're talking about the parliament debate. I don't care. We're going to lose the debate. That loses us 7 stability. but it was worth it to get the casus belli instantly as opposed to taking months and months to generate it. Now we can go take this, oop, that's me. Take this army here, select an objective, carpet siege, and then it'll split it automatically and just go siege. Okay, except it did not do a very good... well, okay, so we need to be wary of that shit, huh? Alright, hold the hell on. Let's move them both up. That dude did not work out. So maybe I'll just control the damn things myself for now, because I'm a little concerned about it. All right, let's see if we can't force him into a battle. And we did. And done. Okay, so we've got him to 100 war score. Done and done. So now we're going to sue for peace. And again, we can do pretty similar things to in EU, more than I think in EU4. But we can say, I would like this, and that there. And we're going to take all that land, but we probably won't keep it at the yet. And we want to stop and we want to disband our units there, because those guys need to go back to the damn farms and stuff. Now the problem we're going to have is, now their control, as you can see, hold on, we'll actually let it tick all the way through the month here. That control is going to drop to 0, because again, it's all the way out here. So I think, yes, you're absolutely correct. I think what we're going to do, we have raised armies while in peacetime. Disband that unit, damn it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to release them. We're going to make them a vassal. I'm going to create a subject, create, I believe, a historical subject. The minor tribe of Backlin is going to become... So what do we got here? Fiefdom, what's a vassal? So fiefdom is a junior title, property of its overlord's ruler. It enjoys increased efficiency of our cabinet, but becomes ruled directly by the overlord's monarch. Subject strength impact. I don't know what that means, by the way. Can be annexed 10 years. We can build buildings there. And then a vassal. I'm going to make it a vassal. So there you go. So now we have a vassal. And now, in a month, once that ticks over, we should see another income stream. Maybe. No? Okay. Well, then, no. We need to lower autonomy. I'm not sure we can lower autonomy. I'm not. That's not a thing like it was. I mean, there might be something at some point. We're going to create a casus belli against this guy up here. Let that tick. Um, let's get ourselves, just arbitrarily liking round numbers, to 0.3 diplomats a month, as it were. Our stability is, I'm sorry, our legitimacy is 100, so we can stop that process for now. What are we gonna do? What is this guy? This guy is a great diplomat. He's a mediocre administrator, a real good diplomat. Let's go to diplomatic endeavors here, and we'll let him do that. Still can't quite ally with our boys here. Seems like this guy's at war. We do not yet have a casus belli just yet, because we haven't ticked over. God damn it. If this dude steals that, I'm going to be pissed. He is going to steal it, isn't he? Okay, so now we have, there you go. So our war is ready to go against Mercuria. They have about 6,300 men in their peasant army. I would so love. I want this province. This is the province I want. Done. And we would take that and we would keep it. We would actually work it. Let me think about this. All right, I'm gonna take 5 minutes. Give me a second. Let me hit the restroom here. Get a lot of captions. All right, I'll be back. Hold on. Stay put. Stay put, team. Of course, I was hoping that the quick walk, hitting the restroom, grabbing a drink would somehow give me an idea of what to do, and it didn't, by the way. by the way, it didn't. Let me save the game real quick. Um, I mean, I think you know what? I think we declare on them. All right, so we've declared. Done. Now we, of course, need to get all the damn armies. I want them all. Get them all. We're grabbing all the levies, damn it. Whoa, hey. That's a little clunky for sure. Get to the capital. We're going to... Ooh, embrace the reputation. Yeah, so we either get antagonism, which is essentially aggressive expansion penalty, meaning, you know, people think we're meanies. We do get another tech. I think manpower 10% sounds like a great starter. Well, we're definitely going to have to win that battle. No, I want to go wherever they're going. Are they coming here? So that's the only thing I don't love, is I'm not sure where these guys are going. Where are they going? Oh, Dongolia. Okay. Well, no. Now, you know what? Let's stay there. Let's siege the place down. It's not great. We're going to lose people. A mutual defense, have no active policy. Sort of don't care about all these right now. And we're sieging. Oh, geez. But we are losing lots of men, though. Oh, geez. Oh! They have 83 dudes are roaming, running rampant. But I am happy because they... Okay, good. Okay, now... They are capturing slaves. I want to take that province. So that's good. I'm gonna let him chase down the dude. I mean, you could go, I mean, my vassal here. So the problem is, I don't know, what is this? The controller is changing due to their controlling the province capital here. Okay, so we need to go take the province capital. Do we support the school which specializes in administration, diplomacy, or... Yeah, administration. That sounds good. Let's go take this capital so we... Oh, and it is the Age of Renaissance. We pick a focus. I want to pick administrative, just because. I do hate that stuff, you know, all this stuff happens when you're trying to fight dudes. It's like, oh god. Yeah, we'll hopefully defeat his army. And I only want the one that's the funny part is I want one province. And we did. So let's see if he'll sue for peace. Like I said, I don't want to take a swaths of his territory. I want the gold. Oops, I don't want to do that. You. Sue for peace. Will you give me that? They will give me that. That's fine. Is there anything else I can grab here? They pay war reparations. And I'm going to make them take loans and pay me $50. And we take that province. We're doing it. We're good. That's good. That's fine. Bam. Okay. Now we want to disband. And that's fine. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, so now the problem is we have no control on that gold province. So we're gonna have to start working it here a little bit. Integrate the province. We're going to start to integrate Elodian Kordofan into our purview there. We're getting inflation now. Why are we getting inflation? We're getting inflation because... I don't know where we see our inflation. Gold, because we're producing gold. But you'll notice that we're making $2 now, and that's good. We could just mint less. So that's fine. We're just going to mint a little less. And we get a... I apologize. I'm, you know, right? A thousand things happen at once. Oops. Oopsie. So we're going to get control here. Suppose we go for... I don't know which of these is best. There is a giant... So here's the thing. There is a big... big old tree, which I'm not exactly sure what to do with yet. And a lot of these have been researched already by my crew. I think we're going to do organized religion. Let's do organized religion. Oh, and now we have to do... So, okay, so there's another law to be passed, which is now that we have gold, what are we doing gold-wise? In terms of... Do we ban export? Do we just regulate it? Or do we unlimited export our gold and silver? Essentially, it's more trade, less minting, more minting, less trade. Total free trade. Interesting, interesting. I don't know. Embrace neoliberalism. Well, that worked for us. Yeah, we're only making 0.86 in the market is the issue. I wonder if, you know, is now the time to make our own market? Oh, man. Damn it. So many things to consider. We'll definitely need roads out here at some point, so we ought to start thinking about how to get a road out there, too. Let's think about how much are we making from minting. We're making 0.41, so doesn't super matter. Hey, what's up? Welcome to a lifestyle game. Hey, Blast Pop, how are you? Oh, holy shit. You mean Skyrim isn't the only lifestyle game in my life? But we're only making 0.27 total in here. If I mint, I could make a ton, but of course we would start really pushing. I'm trying to keep inflation down for now. For now. We'll get there. Still haven't finished with EU4. This one's tempting, though. It's a neat game so far. I mean, I can't totally tell you where we're at yet on it, since there's a lot to it, but so we're gonna up our taxes as much as we feel we can. I'm gonna reduce my, well, I suppose the cost of the court doesn't go up much more than that. Come on, bro. Elder Scrolls for, I do agree with that, by the way. Keep that in mind. I do agree. Gonna reduce fort maintenance as much as possible. Gonna reduce Diplo spending a tiny bit. See if we can't get it down to like $1. There we go. Okay. So we're making a little bit of cash. I like it. I like that a lot. We'll vote on that stupid... I don't know why that keeps coming up. We have an uneducated child. Well, there we go. Let's select his education. Ooh, that's expensive. Do we blow all the money on making the kids smart? It would be most of our cash. But now we're making money. Let's do it. You know what? We gotta have a smart child. Done. Smart kid. I know my geography, but where the heck is it? It's near Ethiopia. It's in the near the Horn, right near the Horn of Africa. So we can get Al Abwab an alliance. That's fine. I think that's okay. That's okay. I don't necessarily hate that. We can cut that diplomat. Don't need him anymore for the time being. I don't know why these guys don't like me, but they don't. But I do think instead we're gonna get back to trying to get the Egyptians to not hate me. So I think we're integrating. We do have to decide on the metal, though. Precious metal distribution. I don't know what trade advantage gets me. I mean, I believe that it is determines who gets to get their exports fulfilled first. There you go. So who gets their orders filled first? Or get trade efficiency. Let's ban the export for now. We can intervene in a war against Yemen. I don't care. All good. We will, at some point, get our minting efficiency up, because we will have access to that gold once we integrate. Institution appeared in Venezia. Professional armies. We don't have any money, so sort of sucks. But in matters of faith, we are second to none. We get 10 prestige. Our clergy like us for a little bit. So I think we're going to do a couple things. First thing is, come on, build the spy network there. Done. Second thing is, do we have a casus belli against those guys? Make a tributary. Sure. Declare war. We can win this war. We are stronger than them. Oh, we have a religious war. So we could take them too. Okay, let's declare. Let's declare on the boys there. Now let's get our armies up. Little clunky. I don't like that. That is a really shitty... I don't know what is causing that. Because we're on some weird half menu. Kind of going down. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. I also don't like... Okay, get your boys there. Oh, no. Okay. Ooh, we have a dude who is our cabinet member. Their disloyalty must be punished. Let's lose the 7 stability momentarily before anything else. Come on, get in there, guys. Get in there. It does slow when we... Problem is we don't have a general yet because we didn't immediately dispatch one. Should have done that. Didn't matter, though. Okay, and you get that guy. Done. We'll sue for peace. We're just going to take it. We might as well let them do whatever. We'll do the thing. Get the $10. Done and done. Disband. Now that control is going to drop, of course, precipitously. Our control is going to be 0 on there, right? Because we got to integrate that crap also, which sucks. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to manage my subjects. That guy. I'm going to give them a province or a location, and it's going to be that one. So we're going to give that to them, let them manage it for now. Done. Yeah, I don't want to be managing a province that's, 0. And then slave conversion. So where are our estates in terms of their loyalty? The clergy's at 61%. You know what we can do? We can do allow slave religion. They'll consume slightly more food, but they will produce slightly more goods. So, done. Where is that market? Where are the damn markets? Dongolia market is here. The AXA market is here. We have nothing in the... Like, we suck in the AXA market. Like, no one... But the Dongolia market... I don't know why that is necessarily. So let's get integrated. It's going to take a while. Institution of banking appeared. And we have advanced, we got religion, organized religion. So what can we do? Guilds, good, of course. Prestige doesn't suck. Institution growth, maybe? Sure, let's try. And so I don't know. I don't know how institutions spread as they did in EU4. I don't quite know how they do that. I wish we could do faster integration. And we got the Renaissance. Jesus Lord. Yeah, we don't have enough cash to do anything right now. Just sort of sitting on it. What do we got? Treating guilds right. It's no secret that guilds grow most when helped by the state. The Millers Guild, the Miners Guild. I'm going to take the stability for now. I mean, there's a lot to it, Michael. There's a lot to it. Basically, I think my take would be the things to know are managing your estates, increasing your crown power as best you can. Largely, that means keeping your stability and your legitimacy up as best you can to get over, say, a 25% crown power. I think that's the main thing. And then doling out bonuses when you need to. Because you can give more bonuses to each of these guys. It just lowers your crown power and raises their power. But again, you may or may not need those at some point. We still haven't married. We have our kid, but we haven't married. I mean, weirdly, I suppose it doesn't matter. I feel bad that this guy's not married. It feels like that's makes him sad, maybe. I don't know. Can we do a royal marriage now? No, because no one, for some reason, no one's close enough that will deal with me. I don't know why that is. While no country has... Can't we get some noble ladies somewhere? Marry a noble. No valid characters available. Disgrace the kingdom. You're disgracing the kingdom, man. We're gonna do it. We're gonna marry a lowborn. Yeah, that sucks a little bit. We did get a spouse. She is a... What flag notifications do you have unresolved in the upper center left? This one? Oh, you mean up here? Or these guys? So this is... We can be the target of a jihad. We meet the criteria... because we are not Islamic. We're a kingdom that's not Islamic. And we have enough Islamic population to be targeted. But that's been since the beginning of the game. This is that populations could use some stuff and we're not producing it or trading for it as of yet. This is the same thing but our minting, and this is the same thing but our buildings. Our buildings... So we're missing inputs for our people to be as happy as they could be, our minting to be efficient, and our... Now that'll go away when the gold hits. But the gold's not going to hit for another, geez, oh man, like 2 years? We do have some small rebel activity. We are lacking folks producing livestock and gold, and that's primarily because we've been killing them in wars. Because those peasant levies come directly out of folks that work your pops, and this is just, hey, you can go look at the agenda for everything, you know, and so on. We don't need that. These are just the estates. And the red simply means that they are ticking down. The reason they're ticking down is because their satisfaction is currently above their equilibrium point. So I don't pay too much heed to this. This is more of the, they're still above, as long as the equilibrium point's above 50, then these guys aren't going to join any factions against me. So actually, even though I have a few flags, this is a pretty stable situation at the moment. Money-wise, you'll see my vassal is now making us $1.14 a month, which is pretty darn good, actually. Although that, obviously, that's fluctuating back and forth. I would love to be able to... Can we do anything with... Well, we're not going to become their vassal. That's crazy talk. I do think we're going to put a spy here. Just need this damn gold. I don't know what happened when we ban... the ban's coming up, too, here in a bit. Political crises occur from time to time. They involve a conflict between our king and the parliament. Given time, we'll lose 5 prestige. You can't go negative as far as I know, so we'll take the negative option there. Again, it might be useful to, again, take this and give it to our vassal. And I actually do want to pin our vassal. Because their loyalty is 7. That's not bad, actually. Their loyalty is not terrible at the moment. But we are going to put a guy in there to improve opinion. And now we need to spend more money on diplomats. It's gonna suck a little bit. Let's max that shit out for now. Ugh, so little money coming in, though. We've almost passed the ban of exports. Oh, we got some... and we're going to take... monthly prestige. All right, exports banned. Done. We can call a parliament. Interesting. So I'm wondering what possibly... So first thing is first. Oh, there's the Dongola market. Shit. Right. We're not gonna, I mean, obviously we're not gonna be able to, I mean, maybe we are actually gonna be able to take that, but again, you have the whole issue of, I mean, we still haven't integrated right? It's a super slow process integrating. I don't know if that gets faster somehow. Um, what can Parliament do for us? Fund farming estates? Okay. I mean, the funny part is that wouldn't even suck to just do that, probably, because the expand farming costs would then go down, and then we could look at ways of just increasing our food intake, production. Obviously, we could use that to generate a stupid quick casus belli on Jaren here, and then I would almost give them again to our guy, but we have to be careful. We don't want them to become too powerful. If they did become too powerful, they would start obvious, right? Their levies are only 1310 though, so we're not close to having that issue at the moment. Whereas our levies are oops. Our levies are still 8,400, so we could recruit regulars. I don't want to do that yet because that is going to be, again, freaking expensive probably to maintain, but I'm wondering if we should consider that. I'm going to see what happens after we integrate Cordofan. In the meantime, let's actually do the farming, the estates. Let's actually do that. Let's let that one pass. We get some prestige, we get some parliament support. Our spy network is ready to go here. Oops. Community schools or +7 stability. What does community schools give us? Monthly literacy. Let's get community schools, man. And let's create a casus belli, religious war. And what would we want to take? Let's do the one they already, because they already have most of that province. Let's do that one. And we'll let that one tick. Now, do I have a casus belli against the... No, I do not. We're going to create a spy network here. But we are going to need a diplomat. We'll get one here in a minute. Yep, they want to talk again. The defense pact. Sure, guys. Possible defense. Sure. Spy networks over here. Yeah, I don't know that it's, like I said, I'm not sure it's difficult. There's a lot, Michael, there's a lot to it. It's a lot of numbers. Ultimately, you're stacking percentages on percentages on percentages. That's most of the game. It's a spreadsheet, essentially, with a cool map and the occasional moving little toy men on the board. It is sort of compelling. I don't know what I'm doing in terms of trade, and obviously I don't have a lot of money to play with. So be that as it may. But I could, say, build up the village. I might be able to... we could... I don't know, we can't slave market, unfortunately, but for us. We could up the Tailors Guild. We do have available burgers to do that. Or we wait until the law passes and see what that means for us and how much it's going to cost to raise money, raise the food. Truce with Marcuria is going to end here soon, and obviously we're going to try to. Oh, their greed got the better. We lose 5% in Parliament. That's fine. We have almost integrated. Life and so we must do what we can, or we lose 5% more. Ugh. I'll lose the $9 for now. Parliament decided to pass. So I'm wondering. So again, the issue comes down to control in a lot of cases here. Sounds like Risk the Game mixing with Path of Exile. It sort of is. That's funny. Sort of, in a weird way, it is, because you are slowly upping your various, right? Your various modifiers to get your to get your income and your soldiers and so on. That's an interesting way to put it, ma'am. It's an interesting way to put it. I also wouldn't hate upping the market villagers and giving us more trade capacity. That'll cost $33. So it would be, reasonably close to. And that will generate more trade. That will, get some lumber or whatever for these buildings, etc. We can spend our religious influence. Hold on. Okay, so every religion also has buttons you can touch. Don't know what that means. An autocephalous patriarchate is a group of countries that have the head of the church, one bishop who does not answer to anyone other within the religion. Maybe? Because that will... Being a member will provide... Let's see. That's a good question. Follow. Oh, I have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that one momentarily. It would be nice to better align ourselves. The leader gets. County of Armenia. Where the hell's the County of Armenia? Conquer Ethiopia. Well, we're I don't know. I mean, since I don't know creation date 1344. 1344. Who created these? Would I be the leader? I don't know. I wouldn't hate that. Is there a find everything button? Where's Artaz? Ah, I see. Okay, so we're talking all kinds of shit going on. Okay. Like that is, why would I join a Muslim patriarchate? And I suppose, why would I want to join one where I wasn't the leader? I don't know what right power does. Where's Yerevan? No? Okay, let's join. We're gonna, there you go. Done. Sure. Don't know. We celebrate with our religious brothers. Done. Sure. We'll just do that for now. We'll see what that means. I don't know that we're gonna conquer Ethiopia just yet. I think if we do anything, we're gonna push north into Mercuria first. We certainly, obviously, we're gonna have to go after Ethiopia at some point. Let's get our final 3-4 more months to get integrated. Oh, one of our merchants returned home a pauper. We'll help him out. We have now researched the Second Council. Are there any benefits from having... Oh yeah, I mean, so there's a couple things, right? First off, Navy crap. Secondly, you can trace your control across the water based on your naval prowess, essentially, your naval presence. So like England, all their coastal provinces can have great control, even though London is, right, because London's on the Thames. They typically are going to have a good naval presence. You can pirate, you can coastal raid. You sort of need them. Like if I'm going to attack Yemen and I don't have a navy, there's no, that's not happening. Ask them to become our vassal. Yes. They have decided to become our vassal. There you go. So we've got a vassal, another vassal. Now we have... I'm gonna take... monthly diplomats, simply because that's going to make Our life theoretical. Oh, no, right. We don't need the defensive league because they're now our buds. Embrace Christianity. Fortification expert. Or improve fortifications. The Canaan Empire. Ooh, okay. Well, that's not great. Here's the Canaan Empire. I don't know yet. Okay. All right, we've integrated here. Yes, done. Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. Now, our control still sucks. That's a bad thing. We need to increase province control. Hopefully that will slowly but surely. Okay. So a few religious conversations, some impressive arguments about the mortality of man, and one of our learned noblemen has decided to take up a monastic life. 10 prestige. 20 religious influence. What does religious influence do? Religious influence. I assume there's a religious influence and right power. We'll take the 20 for whatever reason. All right, so we're slowly taking up control there, which is fine. That's a good thing. And what are you? You are okay. but a diplomat. I don't know. I don't know. What? So one thing to note, so the country, so yeah, so this is problematic a little bit. Decentralization. We would really like to move towards centralization. That's just hard to do. So you'll see these values, right? They're binary left or right. The farther you go one direction, the better a bonus you get, but they're all trade-offs. So I think what I would like to do, let's expand our market villages. And we'll take a little bit more market power here with these villages. Black Death. Oh, God. Let's not do that. No Black Death. And let's see what our balance is here. And we all, so the funny part is we always need them. Okay. Let's get the market villages up and running. We need tar, we need lumber. We now have a religious cause, a war causus belli on Jaren. That's good. What is Miaphysitism? Miaphysitism. I thought that was Coptic Christianity, or maybe Coptic Christianity. I don't know. Let's look that up. Somebody look that up. Part of the Christianity religion group. Yeah, I mean we already are Christian, like Ethiopia. Okay. We do got a ton of diplomats still. We will create another cause of war here. Righteous war or religious war. Ideally, we'd like to take... Sure, done. Spy network in the tribes there. Well, I say we declare war. We are stronger than them. Done. Casus belli. Take their land. Declare war. Done. And let's get our levies everywhere. Oh, God. Well, our generals sort of suck, but we will have to live with that. And now we're going to take you three, merge you into the biggest stack. I don't want to even deal with that. We will deal with that a little later. And now I think we go straight for the fort. We do have an advance. Let's do scholarly treatises since we know that there are on the board innovations. Relations improved. The country of yeah, sure. Okay, that's fine. So let's siege down our guys here, and of course we have You do have a couple vassals that are dinking around with these dudes. Hey, what's up, Raven? How are you? They didn't do a very good job, though, did they? Okay, well, that's fine. Come on, get your 1,000 troops in there and go eat his lunch. In the meantime, we're sieging down the province. Slowly, though. Slowly. So as that number ticks up, that'll be a percentage chance that the fort will fall. Looks like the vassals now finally have it well in hand. Gallant. Our chancellor reports that we gained the trait gallant. I'm good, man. I'm good, Raven. How are you? Good to see. I wish it was Friday. Oh, come on, guys. Siege. Finish the siege. We could assault it. No, we're not going to assault, though, right? And now that we captured the capital, this other thing's going to fall. What do we got here? Recruits? We're drilling troops for 10 years. Or plus recruitment speed. Let's drill the troops. It is. This is Europa Universalis 5. Okay, so we have sieged them down and defeated their armies. 100% war score. Now it's time to sue for peace. And we are going to take all that for sure. We got gems, livestock, pearls, stone, wheat, fish, pearls. I'll take the gems. And we'll even take the pearls. We will then take as much money from them as possible. We ever stream My Time in Portia? Is that's like a farming game? And we're going to take as much money from them as we can. Done. But we're not going to keep this land because I don't think it's not going to help us to keep that land. We're going to manage our subjects here. We are going to cede a province. We're going to cede a location. Cede a location. So we're just going to give them that whole thing there. We're going to make a little super vassal, we hope. Got 14 lurkers. You scared them all into silence. Well, no, they're not talking much, and I sort of get it, right? I feel bad because okay, so we're getting control slowly up there. We have Backlund as our, our vassal. I don't know how well they're gonna, how well that works. Al Awab, we cannot start annexation just yet. And that is... yeah, so if we have them for 10 years... I don't know that he's here, actually. If we have them for 10 years, we can start to integrate them. And that's how you take the provinces without having to do that slow integration. A Black Knight vampire. Sure. So the question is, how can we parlay this into more money? Like, that's what I want. I need more money. So we could ally with Ethiopia, which is a really, really interesting, especially because we're going to go after Mercuria here again. So we're gonna be allied with the Ethiopian Empire. And we're gonna hopefully utilize that to, you know, finish off Mercuria here a little bit. Lose 7 stability. This guy's a good cabinet member. We're going to try to diffuse the situation and lose the stability. The other question is, so exactly how much are we doing here? So we have 0.76 market, and we're just gonna let the computer just do the whole, like, all of it. Just let him do the thing for now. We have all the diplomats. The Canaan Empire over there. He's angry at me, huh? These are vassals to Egypt, so that's a little rough. Mecca's a vassal to Egypt. Oh, Lord. So Egypt's getting big and bulky, eh? Okay. Okay. So we're going to create a casus belli there as well. And we are going to reduce our diplomatic spending a tiny bit. Just because we're maxing out. So let's get some cash. And oh, see ya, Raven. Call into oh, okay. We are being asked to join a war. Sure, we'll accept the offer to war. We're not going to commit too much to it, frankly. A token force. We got scholarly treatises. And we'll go for guilds, just because more burgers and more literacy. Done. And again, we're going to let this guy do whatever it is. Well, you know what we can do? Oh yeah, he got eaten quick. We get hostile rhetoric, or we can smooth this over. Hostile rhetoric is antagonism, or -10 prestige. Well, looks like we always have no prestige, so that's fine. We never have prestige anymore. Presumably I mean, I assume I can't sue for peace. Nor do I want to sue for a separate peace. That's not okay. It's not kosher. There we go. Wait, did they actually give us? They gave that to us. That's annoying as heck. Thanks. Thanks, you jerk. Because we'll never get frickin' control in that province. Jeez, oh man. Let's see what we can do here. Can we sell this back to them? Yeah, I'm gonna sell them a location. Oh, that's terrible. No, we're not gonna do that. There's no... Can we sell it to the Ethiopian Empire? Open all diplomatic. Economy. We will sell you a location. Buy it for 35 bucks. Sure, there you go. 35 bucks. It is all yours. The Louisiana Purchase, baby. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that. That's crazy talk. Okay, we do have our war casus belli against Marcuria. I think we're gonna declare on them. We are stronger than them. Ethiopia will donate 3,000. Oh, they won't, huh? No. Why not? Well, that's jerky, but okay, we're gonna do it anyway. Declare war. Religious war to take their stuff. And we'll declare. And now we're gonna raise all of our troops there. I actually just wanted them all. Raise all levies. I hate that flickering needs to go away. That whatever that dialogue or menu is not worthwhile. It's certainly not helpful. I could so use a good general. So first thing is first, get all in there. Let's train a new general for 100 bucks. No, we're not going to do that. It's too much. It's too much. We'll use the old crappy general. He's perfectly fine. Done. Go, boys. Come on, get in here. No. Too slow, eh? We are losing guys, but they're losing them too. There we go. There's our allies came too. Should be rough on them. Oh yeah, okay. Now we go into Corti. Now we're going to drive north. Now, unfortunately, we're going to go take this, and that's going to siege us, and that's going to be a thing. We are getting slaves out of the deal. I suppose that's... we can call our allies. Sure, we'll call our allies. That'll speed this up. What do we have here? The virtue of the connection she has had in court. She's managed to amass a significant fortune. I'll send congratulations. Our diplomats improved relations with Egypt as much as he can. Oh, what do we got here? Request food access from Ethiopia. We'll accept their offer. Sure, they can move food through our territory and think. I don't know. I have no idea. We got guilds researched. Definitely think diplomatic capacity will be useful because we got all these vassals now, and that all takes diplo capacity. No pain, no gain. Plutocracy, our burghers gain a satisfaction. Absolutely. Plutocracy is fine. And we do have unraised armies, that is true. That's fine. We don't need to raise everybody. We just need this siege to go. There we go. Siege is good, and now we're going to catch the rest of these by default. Bam. Done. Right. Strangely enough, I don't want the rest of it. What I would like to see is if maybe we can sue for peace. Take even just those two provinces. A lot of sand. Hey, we're fighting over a desert. Fancy that. I'm going to take these two provinces. We're going to give those to Al Abwab. We're going to get war reparations. We are going to take as many loans for these guys as possible for them to give to us. Done. Now we stop, because again, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Disband our army. We need to manage our vassal. Let's manage our vassal. Let's manage Al-Awab here. Let's seed a location. Boom. Let's seed a location. That's our location. Done. So we've made them a little bigger. On the other hand, us... you need to... we need to integrate... and then we'll have to integrate up the line there. Oh, okay. We do have a food problem. Curia is not being... Yes, you'll integrate. Okay, yes, we'll integrate the other province. Done. And then done. Integrate as best we can. Ooh, we got a... Someone died. Man. That guy. That guy died. We really need better dudes in our cabinet. So we have pretty much gutted Mercuria. Ethiopia is our buddy at the moment. We've got 2 decent vassals. Teeny tiny rebel problem. The money's not pouring in. Yet. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. And now we do own the market of Dongolia. So maybe once we integrate that, we're in good shape. And we are totally lacking lumber. Lumber is a wreck. Ugh, okay. We have an unprofitable building. We're lacking some employees. I mean, we do have some cash, though, so that's pretty cool. Buildings are unprofitable in the following markets. Well, darn it. I could use another guy in my cabinet. Ha ha! See you, Ray. Hey, what's... Oh, hey, Rob. Oh, jeez. I'm glad we didn't decide to do Magic Realm then, because that would have been miserable to you know, to miss you in that sense. So that is good. I don't know whether it's worth it to... I can't annex these guys yet. 1350 May. So actually, in less than a month, we'll be able to annex those guys. $733 to make a road to the capital. Probably not happening. Just saying. Not enough lumber. God damn it. Okay. How do we get... Well... Let's look at our estates real quick. There's still equilibrium up. Wonder if we can... Is there anything we possibly can do? What is market attraction? Just pulling more into the market, right? Control over coinage. Give them power, but it would increase the output, gold output, maybe? I'm trying to figure out... Trying to figure out how to make the most money possible, really, is what it comes down to. Without minting a ton. Save! That's a good idea, Rob, actually. It does auto-save like every year or something, so... Damn Black Plague. Okay. Wow, we need lumber. Lumber bad. So total trade capacity. We are currently trading for fish. Why? Why? Why are we trading for fish? I mean, we're making money off it, so that's sort of nice. Yeah, if you can do a Saturday or Sunday. We can't do Saturday. Saturday is the game. Sunday, well, I mean, we could, of course. We can, we could. We could shift things around, perhaps. I would love to pull in lumber, is what I would love to do. So I'm wondering if we could... There's not enough lumber in the Axum market, which sucks. Okay. We could get legumes. Yeah, I'm gonna just let it do its thing for now then. Just for now. I'm doing okay. Again, work is clunky in some cases, but at least it's sort of steady. It's not too bad. We are slightly stronger than them, and Ethiopia has only 250 levies. Jesus Lord, come on, guys. What is wrong with you, Ethiopia? I do think I want to try to start building roads. I think that is key. Like if we build a road here, there's not enough lumber. That's the problem. We need the god dang lumber. Proper application of pressure. What is theirs is our subject income 5%. Okay, sure. Oh, they're giving us more money. That's hilarious, by the way. What's theirs is ours. Got it. I understand. It's 3 hours ahead. Oh, there you go. There you go. We're going to do tolerance of... No, we're not going to do tolerance of heretical beliefs. We'll do tolerance of heathen beliefs and the true faith. So we'll do wandering scholars. Yeah, lumber's the big problem. That is actually the big sticking point that we have, it seems. Do we have any? We don't have any lumber, do we? We could explore here, but it would cost us too much at the moment to explore and colonize this area. There's gold here, by the way. Um, yeah, I mean, I'll definitely I'll talk to Scott and see what, because we're gonna do a low. Me and him and maybe Catherine if she wants, and anybody else actually could probably join. To do a Lotro Lord of the Rings online run, but I don't want to. But I'm not going to do that on an on day like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday because literally no one will watch it. So I was thinking of doing Saturday, or I'm sorry, Sunday. So that would be that day. But we certainly could switch things around here as we go. I'll have to think about it. Liquor. What are we doing here? What's the goal? So the goal would be lumber, but I just don't know. There's so little lumber around. Of course, in Africa, that makes sense. In many of, at least where we are. A lot of sand up here. There's lumber here in Ethiopia, right? Yeah, of course. Okay. Okay. I do. I do. It's interesting. It's intriguing. Um, not non-trivial. We're going to start the process of annexing them. It'll take 6 years. And these guys have been pretty good. Like, they have 2,000 men. We'll keep them around for now. Let's see what the Parliament could do for us here. Expand the gravel road network. You know what? Again, I think we're actually going to do the road network and try to let that one slide. In the meantime, we make as much money as possible. It's going to raise inflation quite a bit. And there's really, I suppose, no reason to go there for whatever, 0.6 bucks or what, you know what I mean, or whatever it is. Life in Soba. Either lose money or 5% support in Parliament. Our current support is 56. We will take the money for now. Because I think as soon as we get the opportunity... Is there anyone else we need to... Black Death spreads. Ugh, God, okay. We will improve opinion with Egypt as much as we can. We'll arrest the parliament people. Oh, he's done. Okay, there's no more. We can't do any more Egypt. As soon as we get this to pass, this road expansion, we're gonna build a road into at least the neighboring province. Nice. Not enough lumber still. We still can't do it. Not enough lumber. Oh, man. Can we do it here? No. Can we do it down here? No. Okay. Just no road building ever to happen without lumber. How do we get lumber? There's no lumber here. We could declare on them they're slightly stronger than us. Or we're slightly stronger than them. I don't know what we would do with them, though. We would probably just make them a tributary. That's probably as best as we would do. Oh, I see. We're selling all our fish. Is there, as I said, is there anywhere to buy lumber? Axum, but there is no surplus lumber. Can we search for lumber? Like, how do we... All right, well, okay. So that ain't happening. Ivory's gonna give us a tiny bit of profit. Let's look to spend stone. Stone doesn't suck. We might need stone. We need weaponry, beeswax, and tar. Do we got? I don't think we have tar anywhere. No, I mean, we're mostly... We do have beeswax. Is that ours? No, that's in... Oh, God. Okay. That's in unknown territory, effectively. That is unowned territory. We're going to up ivory. Maybe here? Are there... No, where's ivory's down there. We don't want ivory there. That's not okay. Available laborers. Available laborers. Or no available... God damn, what is going on? Oh, I see. We need to promote some peasants. Is that what it is? And then they have to fill... Got it. Yeah, we're gonna up the ivory. We're gonna up ivory. I'm gonna up market villages. We're gonna spend, baby, spend. We're doing this. I do like the game. It's pretty good. There's a lot of stuff, but it has a nice mix. I think one problem I always had with EU4, the last game, it was very much a map painting game, and it happened much faster. Like, there was just a lot quicker sort of movement toward that, with the problem being that I mean, I will make sure that they remain faithful here while we annex them. But there wasn't as much to do in between wars, so you were always rushing to the next war, in my opinion. And that all happened very quickly, and so it was a very fun sort of map painting game. We're going urban attraction. We're going for more urban folk, although we do need more laborers, for God's sake. Got some wandering scholars. Could get more cultures. I just find it interesting you don't like to play the game music. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I sometimes like the music in a given game. That's fine, but I don't love listening to it. We're gonna get our stability investment tiny bit up. We could make more weaponry, I suppose. What about cloth? No, we don't know. Cloth income potential profit is 159, I suppose. Tools, blacksmiths. And then what's this? Granary, a mason. Obviously we need mason. And a clay pit. We need clay? No, we don't need clay for anything, for whatever reason. And then this is a temple. Now, can I build temples? What's a bailiff do? Local proximity. So the nobles get more powerful there, but there's no lumber, so you can't build that shit. What does the stockade do? Oh, it's a fort level. Zone of control. Got it. So it's a little bit of defense is what it is. What if I got rid of that? Would that free up some some lumber, essentially, right? 0.06 and a little bit of tar. Let's let these villages go. All right. Not sure what to do at the moment. Not sure what to do to get my economic woes done. But we are almost integrated on this southern province, so we're going to let that integrate. Oh, we got rebels. God damn it. Oh, we have a son. Yeah, there's like no... Maybe we'll get some lumber now. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So I manually said, get me more lumber, damn it. We'll see if it gets us more lumber. No. I don't think there is any lumber to get, is the problem. All right. Edeba is now our... There we go. Now there's no control, so that's problematic. We are a third of the way annexed. Controversial protectionist. We either lose prestige or legitimacy. We'll just lose legitimacy. We'll gain that back in a few months. Now we have... That's nice. That's nice. No, we're going to turn a blind eye and lose more legitimacy. The cabinet has finished integrating. Now I hate to say we need to increase control. God damn it. More control. Oop, a lot of shit going on. Oh, someone died. And someone died. Oh, yeah. We need people to live longer, damn it. We'll appoint a cabinet member. God, you stink. Okay, let's... We are going to call for someone new to enter our country. We literally need someone who does not quite suck quite as much. Done. We can build the road now. Maybe that purchase did do us some good. Or the lumber. I mean, we're tanked in our money. Yeah, we'll re-automate it since it doesn't seem we don't just need more trade capacity. We got to build villages, market villages everywhere, I think, at this point. So we can't also do control in a second province. Ugh, that's rough. Well, we'll stabilize for now. Constructions are missing goods in the following market. Knowledge is power. Sure, knowledge is power. Okay, so I suppose that's what I'm... okay. All right, we'll see if I'm buying all the damn lumber. Let's see, can we... I don't know that I don't know that it's going to actually come in. Still lacking lumber. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Can we grow trees? Is that a tech? Exotic cost of purchasing food, maybe. All right. Yeah, the gravel road is currently stalled. Got it. You've come of age. You're mediocre. That's fine. Not great, but it's sort of where we ended up. That's too bad. Arrange a royal marriage? No, no one will marry you. Unmarried adult heir? I will take the hit so that you can be married. We'll appoint you as a cabinet advisor. No, I probably won't appoint you as a cabinet advisor. You're just not quite good enough to do that. Is there any other lumber on the market? Turn back the missionaries. Arrest the missionaries. Oh yeah, we're gonna arrest the missionaries and take the stability. We don't care what these guys think of us. I am actually gonna burn down this fort. And again, hopefully that lessens a tiny bit of the burden on the lumber. Someday we'll have annexed these guys too. It's gonna take 2 more years, pretty much. I don't care about the minting. Yeah, we know. Oh, a new king. Oh, we died. Holy shit. Okay. Well, that sucks a little bit. Got a new king. Slave market. Yeah, so obviously, I mean, the main issue I think I'm having right now is just getting this economy moving, right? We pushed forward pretty well, I thought. Now we're down to 0 control again. Oh, maximum control 0. Probably maybe because we burned the stockade. Son of a bitch. Okay, well, that was a bad move then. Got it. We got unhappy dudes. Ooh. Their satisfaction is dropping precipitously, so we presumably have a similar problem to as we do in CK 3, where ruler dies and all hell breaks loose. So that's what it feels like we're at right now. Let's lower taxes on everybody. Our legitimacy and stability is still decent. But we've lost gold because we screwed up by burning this, by screwing up the stockade, I believe. Yeah, we did. We didn't know that was going to happen. Oh well, I mean, that's just one of those things. And you probably can't build it again. 138. You need 138 bucks. It's stone. Well, we'll do it. We'll figure that out. Let's try increase province control over there. We'll see if that helps at all. Our money situation. The community teaches and learns. Sure, we're going to take the 7 stability at the moment. Ethiopia asked us to help them out, and we are now in a war. That's fine, Ethiopia. That's okay. I don't know who we're fighting. Yeah, probably Ethiopian nobles. Oh, okay. So they got a rebellion is what they have. Good night, Michael. Good night. Good night. Um, obviously, we're going to raise some levies. Now we've got inflation. It's all going to hell, man. It's all going to hell in a handbasket. I mean, there's not a lot of 6,000 might have been overkill. We're gonna go kill this 700. Of course, them walking that distance is shit on their morale, it seems. Interesting. Can't quite track them down, can I? We do have, okay, what do we got here? We'll take construction speed if we ever construct anything ever again. There we go. We caught up to the nobles, the rebels. Crush them. The nobles have lost. Oh, there's... Noble Empire. So they just had like a whole civil war thing going on. Feels like I'm doing all your fighting here, Ethiopia. But we stack wiped them there. Uphold the commons. Oof, we're all traditional economy right now. But very stable. Oh, and our general died. Holy shit. Okay, well, this isn't going great. What is the name of your country? Alodia. I'm good with a broom. I mean, we might need that. What are we doing here? We are researching tons and tons of things. Our troops, however, aren't moving at the moment. Go! Lack of food. We are running out of food. Are we gonna end this war soon here, Ethiopia? Like, how does this work, boys? Because we are starting to kill population who's going to have to do stuff. Oh, God. That guy died, too. We're going to disband momentarily and let them rest up, essentially. Attack is the best option, damn it. Oh, our integration has taken a fair bit of time. We have. Our subjects don't like us as much. Every neighbor country changes their opinion. They're a little bit pissed at us. But we did just integrate all them boys. Now, of course, what's the control? Shitty, but, $206. Well, someday. Yeah, we'll do the food access thing. Now we need laws, more laws. Maritime law, because we're on the ocean now, and a piracy law. Jeez, oh man. Obviously anti-piracy. We're against piracy. What other laws do we have? Protect trade routes. I want better trade range. One or more children need educated. I'm gonna have to give them a balance. I don't have enough money at the moment to give them anything but just a plain old education. Oh, come on, Ethiopia. Take your country back. Jeez, oh man. You're a mess. You're a mess, Ethiopia. But now, I do think we're going to build spies there. Potentially to get... We've now researched clearing of terrain. Sure, grant privileges. Sure. And we might take this territory and make, you know, either make a another vassal of it, or boy, the people want beer, damn it. And the gravel road has stalled. What are we gonna do about that? What are we going to do? Lumber, kids, don't run out of lumber. Don't run out of lumber. Can we somehow... Can we somehow figure out a way to get their lumber. Can we, can we somehow figure it out? I don't know that we can. This lumber's killing me. It's fun though. I'm having a good time. But I'm sort of stuck. How are these guys doing? We are slightly stronger than them still. That's fine. These guys, it's all sand. It's all sand here. Sunni zealots are getting fired up. We need to somehow figure out how. Take on debt. No, I don't want to take on debt. Grant Fundaco rights. No. No. Who would we offer? Fruit, sand. I wonder how we stop the rebels. I think what we're going to do is we're going to just, I mean, I hate to say it, but we're going to fire more market villages, I think. Have the money. I'll have the money in a minute. Kicking toward urbanization, damn it. Let's push market villages. Maybe a marketplace in the where's our marketplace there? Oh, our cabinet member. A secret society. How can one join? Let's do that. Let's join. We'll get a little bit of research. Late to the show. Hey, what's up, Gnome? Obviously we'll go to, we'll promote Castleworks. We'll make a decision whether we care or not. Oh, we're running out of, no, I need money. Lose the 5%. Our chancellor reports idiot. Oh God, our kid. Our kid is a dummy? No, no, that's not okay. Thanks. Okay. So could we build a fort for 137 bucks? Okay, well, sure. Let's cut as much costs as we can. We will tax the hell out of the burghers and tax the heck out of the nobility and tax the heck out of the commoners. Damn it. All right, make some money. I will build that fort again that I broke. So there you go. So we got more trade capacity, I hope, maybe? Let's go innovative. We'll lose legitimacy. More money. More wood. We gotta get some wood. Goddamn wood. Intervene in a rival war. No, we're not gonna intervene with Yemen. All right, we have built a spy network over here. We are going to create a war cause. A religious war. Oops, let's do that again. Create casus belli. Religious war. We'll take there. Done. Codified privileges and duties. Monthly legitimacy, sure, because we are, you know, we have to spend less. So how you doing, Gnome? We don't need to build the spy network anymore, really. We could take a loan. I want to take a loan. Again? Damn, Ethiopia, damn. Getting their asses kicked is what's happening. I think we might decline that and just go, yeah, sure, guys. You're good. Oh, they're calling us again. They're like, no, come on, buddy. You know they're getting their ass kicked. Yeah, they're getting. They look like they're getting rolled. I wish I could see the war. We are much weaker than the Sultanate of Yemen. 53,000 men in there as opposed to 12,000. Yeah, we're gonna decline. Oh, no, that's fine, buddy. You have wood? Should we be attacking you? How much does it cost to cost 85 stability? Oof. Yeah, that's a big backstab right there for sure. A son is born. Hopefully he's not a dummy. Okay, we got $100. More nobility in the army. Uh, um, sure. Yep, we're not meeting your needs. We get it. Join the club. Get in line. Get it. Get in line, peasants. What do we got here? 137.17. Go, boys, go. Hopefully that war will end and it won't be too bad for them. A little bit of food issues. Wasn't every parent worried their kid's gonna be a dummy? Well, ours is a dummy. God, that price just went up, you bastard. We got monthly legitimacy online. We'll make our resource gathering operations potentially bigger. Self-proclaimed Mensa says he doesn't want kids because of that fear. Really? Okay, well. Okay. He says want to be a parent. I mean, does he have no faith in his genetic material? What the hell's that about? You're like, yeah, just yeah. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Non-enforcement of ordinances. We lose 10 we lose or we we'll take the legitimacy hit. God dang it. We did gain a casus belli against our buds up there. That is good. I mean, there you go. That's fair, right? So I think we attack Jaren. Man, that's a lot of fighting to get down there. I do wish there was a nice way to just maybe just put the little icon on here over top. I like this I like this view, but I would just like to see would just like to see, you know, just put the thing on there. Put the whatchamacall on there. We have a little bit of border gore. Yes, I mean that's absolutely the case. We caused most of it. Like you split him up, right? You split this guy up because then he has a hard time controlling this. And so that just makes him weaker. So I do think we're probably going to declare on this guy. Do the religious war thing. Declare the war. Get the levies. But they're dry, and the good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye. Okay, now the problem is that we start scattered. I don't love that. I understand. Get going, boys. Gather together. Not that we're in a lot of danger. Well, where are we going? Where are the damn armies? Now, at least we have a guy that doesn't suck. All right, so let's go. Oops. Okay, we somehow screwed that up. Okay, well, that's an issue. All right, just take that. Take that over. Very nice. All right, yeah, they stack wiped them. As they did there, because of course you did. We are going to split you. You go there. You go there. Okay, we've finished. Done, done, and done. Okay. Super peace. We'll take it all. We'll take as much money as we can from them. We will disband the shit out of these armies. Disband? And disband. And now we're going to have the other problem where, of course, we can't control anything because they're too far away. We're going to we'll wait the month, let the month tick. Okay. And I think we start releasing some dudes here. We're going to release, we're going to create a subject, historical subject. I don't want, no, not back when we just got him. We'll do Jaren as a vassal. Do Naquis as a vassal. Sure, Kata as a vassal. And let's give sure. Low loyalty. Well, what I would say is this is a mess. This is a mess. I made a mess. Manage subjects. Manage y'all. Nope. Normal? No. Okay. No. Okay, that's not super useful. Manage subjects. Kata. Seed location. Seed location. Yep. Okay. One more. We're going to give this guy. Yep. Manage subjects. Jaren. Lead location. Done. So all the 0 provinces we should have given away. Nothing wrong with that. So that helps us a little bit. I don't know how much we're going to make off of those guys. Let's see what our balance sheet looks like at the end of this. Oh, it's an omen. We lose 7 stability. Womp womp. 0.38. So it's not a ton. We're not doing a ton at this point. Let's just keep ourselves above water after taxing the heck out of everybody. We only have 50 some days before that castle goes. And of course we have liberty, desire, you know, right? All of our, yeah, sure. Independence movement, sure. Got it. That's fine. Do we have anything to... We'll improve relations. There we go. Their opinion's okay. Their opinion's okay. Their opinion sucks. They don't like us. We'll put a little bit of an opinion. Ugh. We are so gonna get rebelled. We're so getting a rebellion. Now let's look at the trades. 425. I do hate the fact that we are, for whatever reason, importing furniture. What are you doing? What what are you doing? Okay. I don't even know what this is. What is this? Daiju clergy. Oh wow, they've gotten totally jacked up there. It would only cost us 24 stability to declare war on them. I mean, again, it's not great because it's just some minor tribesmen in the middle of nowhere. Carpenters Guild. What are you, crazy? What is wrong with you people? So there's obviously, I think I have vaguely not mastered, obviously we haven't mastered anything, but I've at least got the hang of generally not running your country into the ground and fighting wars. Not necessarily good at it, but I can at least do it, right? I can manage that. I can keep most of the people mostly happy. We can fight, you know, fight wars ish. I would like to rebel crackdown. Oh no, there's no rebels possible. Okay, well that's a thing. I do think economically I need to learn a little bit more on how to manipulate the markets to um, to be able to get the resources I need, because obviously I need lumber. Although for a place that has no lumber, you'd think they would have some road building method that did not require lumber. Like they'd figure something out. Like, can we, you know, stone pylons? Like that's one where, I mean, I hate to say, I suppose. I think that's sort of my main sticking point. I don't feel like I can never build a road at this rate. Like I don't know how to get that lumber into my main market here. So I think what I would do is cut that by, say, 1. Make sure that's happening if, you know, at all times. Is there any other lumber? There isn't. What are we doing here? Medicine. Books. That is... All right. So 238. Yeah, we're moving a tiny bit of lumber, I assume. 0.14. So woohoo. That's as much as we have though. Grant the privileges, export licenses. Sure. And can we build the marketplace? Sure. More marketplace. Or it, I don't know what happened there, but yes, more marketplace, damn it. And more market village. Build all the things. And so the quote, yeah, oh, okay. Well, yeah, they're getting rolled. Presumably, yeah, 58, 84. So how many? Oof, I wonder how many rebels that turns into. Merchant's been lost at sea. That's too bad. Oh, Daiju, they survived. There you go. They. Obviously, we're going to do Soba. Market Expansion Act. What does that mean? Rush of merchants. Burgers trade capacity goes up. Well, I don't hate it. Don't hate it. Sponsor a cathedral. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything close. Okay, well, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna save the game here. It's getting late here. Not super late, but it's getting late. Oh yeah, it's almost midnight. I do appreciate you watching, especially me just literally futzing around. Like I'm, barely know what I'm doing. But I think our Elodia prospered in the years that we have run it so far. I think we're doing okay. I'm gonna see if these market villages give me more. Ooh, build the Grand Palace. We gain 5 prestige. Sure. Ooh, that's a lot of money. We've taken loans. Well, that's great. Always for sharing, doing a lot better than that last attempt, but thank you for posting. Yeah, this isn't bad. This hasn't been bad. Exotic diplomatic gifts. We'll just produce more food. Okay. I do think I'm gonna... Oh, let's get that market. It's okay, so I do want to see how the market looks now. $4.35. So we've assigned 510 of 510. Yeah, I don't care what Numbix says. You're... Yay, thanks, man. Suggested trades. Old joke. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. We're gonna save here and then go head to bed for work tomorrow. Like and subscribe, of course. Comment if you have any tips or tricks or observations about the game. Please fire them in the comments. Friday, I think we're just playing some Skyrim again. So we'll be playing Skyrim. Hey, everybody, good night.